Here's Brody Brazil.
So here's one for you, and I'm not really sure what people are going to take away from this, what they're going to make of this, what they're going to make up of this. Get it? Make up? You already know the title of this video, but yeah, I want to say in the beginning of 2020, when the pandemic hit, I started working from home. I just completely stopped wearing makeup. Now, that's something I had been doing professionally for all my studio work over the years, even sometimes when you're out in the field and there's a lot of lights on you. I mean, the basic thing of makeup in television, and anytime you're on camera or on a stage, is to kind of knock down the shine. And that's something you can usually see on a forehead. I mean, even here right now, depending on what resolution you're watching. The lighting system I have in here in my home studio, it's very soft. But if it hits you the right way and your skin's a bit oily, you're going to shine a little bit. Well, makeup, it knocks all that down. It creates a nice matte finish for your skin. And in a lot of cases, it'll cover up a blemish. It'll even out the colors of your skin so you can't see that I've been in the sun for hours on end and my sunglass tan. And look, I had been using makeup for pretty much 20 years prior to that. Every time I was on television, it was part of the routine. And going back to why and everybody does it, but why did I think it was important? Because you wanted to put your best foot forward. You wanted the show to be as good as possible. You wanted what you did to be as good as possible, how you dress, to make sure the tie's straight, it's tied properly, no hairs on the suit, like you get the roller, right, the lint roller. But all those things go into making you look good, so why wouldn't you put a little powder on your face and finish the deal and just try and always look good? So all that brings me to, well, why would I stop? There's a couple different reasons, and it began actually with laziness. I was here in the home studio. I mean, the camera still shoots me in, HD resolution, and even here on YouTube, you guys can see me in pretty good quality, but I just decided that I will take my chances. My face doesn't look perfect. Who cares? This is how my face looks in real life. And I also feel like a lot of times what you see on television, what most people would look on a screen and see, they would expect that that's how that person looks in real life. And a lot of people on television wear a heavy amount of makeup to look good in HD, in 4K. And granted, I will also say this too. In the last 20 years of TV alone, the resolution of cameras has been improved so much that every little detail of your skin and your face and who you are can be seen. And so, of course, people want to counter that by wearing a bit more makeup or getting their makeup done right. And it makes people feel good. I'm not knocking it or taking anything away from the makeup thing here. But when you see somebody in person and they don't look the same either without it or... So going back to my preference here, I just decided out of, first, laziness that I was going to stop doing this, which led me to the realization of, I'm just going to show you who I am and how I look. And if somebody watching really gets into it and says, well, like, he looks a little like he's been in the sun, well, guess what? Then that's how it's going to look. I'm not shortcutting things. I guess I did say I was being lazy earlier. Maybe I am being a little bit lazy, but I'm not trying to create a lesser product. I want to be more honest. That's what I'm trying to get to here. And the point of sharing all this in video form. I'd rather be, if my choices are make a better show and put on a front, literally, or be completely honest with you, I'm going to be completely honest with you. This is it. And the other thing, as soon as I started going back to our network studios in January of 2021 and doing shows and obviously wearing a mask indoors for protection, that was the last thing I wanted was makeup from my cheeks on my inside of my mask and then rubbing that all around, potentially getting on a white shirt. Yeah. So I'm just, you know what? I'm done with makeup for the time being. Might I ever go back to it? Of course, and look, if I have a huge blemish appear on my skin somewhere tomorrow, I might cover it up for television if it's distracting. I don't feel like that's dishonest or anything. I just trying to make a better show. I don't want, spot on my face to take away from what I'm trying to tell you on television. But as for the day-to-day of just powdering up and wearing makeup and, I don't know, looking different, just not worth it for me anymore. So I'm getting older. Maybe I'm changing my mentality. I respect a lot of people. I've seen entertainers over the years who decided, cold turkey one day, that's it for makeup. And it was Alicia Keys, one of the more prominent people recently to do that. At the time, I would say maybe I didn't get it because I would go back to being like the performer. Don't you want to put your best foot forward? Don't you want to come across as polished? And that was my thoughts back then. Don't you want to, really put a bow on this thing? Like a ribbon or a bow on the package? Really, tidy it up a little bit? Like make it look, the final touches. What am I trying to say? And that's what I thought back then. Now, I'm just seeing the other side of it. This is who I am. If you don't like this, I don't know what to tell you. So, I don't know. I'm not really searching for comments on this video. I'm not doing this so you could judge or, say one way or the other, that's great, that's stupid. I don't care if there's no response. Just felt like sharing. And maybe somebody else out there in the TV or the media business will see this and be inspired to do the same thing or understand that this is an option for them. So there you go. No makeup. And you know what? I will say in closing, it was one of the best feelings at the end of a long workday to get the soap on and just the face wash and get it all off. Oh, that clean feeling. Nothing like it. Well, now I don't even need to have that anymore. See ya.